Welcome to my YouTube channel Cyber Money. Today we will discuss different type of scholarships in Germany. This is the third part of our scholarship series. Firstly we discussed Australia, then Canada, and now we are discussing Germany. If you want me to discuss about other countries as well or any specific type of scholarship, please feel free to discuss in comments, and I'll try to target or discuss about that scholarship, that how to apply and what are the ways to apply and how to increase your chances in order to avail that scholarship. So the first and the most prominent scholarship in Germany is DART scholarship. So uh, a lot of scholarships fall under this category, under these scholarships, and they have scholarship for almost all levels. These are for bachelor's, masters, PhD, and even for postdocs as well. So whenever you are going to explore Germany, or you want to get scholarship in Germany, or you want to get yourself a scholarship even if you are in Germany, then you should go further and search the DART platform in order to get a scholarship. So let's open this platform first. Let's explore it up. So I'll post the link in the description as well, so that you can directly go to this link. So just go to this is for funding scholarship. What you have to do, there are currently 185 scholarship options available. You can select your program. Let's say I select doctoral candidate, and then I select country of origin. I can select Pakistan, and from here I can select engineering. Like, you have to do scrutiny, and then you can click on refine your search. So 22 scholarships are under, you can say, under this category of PhD, and then Pakistan, and then engineering. So what I have to do, then I have to go and search the specific grants that I have to apply. So the DART platform, DAAD.de, is one of the most prominent platform to apply for Germany. Or even if you are going for a tuition fee scholarship, or 1 year grants, or temporary scholarship, or short term scholarships, this platform will be the most helpful whenever you are applying for Germany. There are certain other platforms as well that we will discuss in the video, but this one is the most important one. So I highly recommend, like, whenever you are going to explore the scholarships in Germany, try to explore this platform as much as you can. The second one is Erasmus Plus. Erasmus Plus is also one of the largest provider of scholarship in European Union. So multiple programs of Erasmus Plus overlap with Germany as well, and I would highly recommend, if you want to study in Europe, try to explore this program as much as you can. Erasmus scholarships are normally offered in different countries as well. For example, there is a specific program of Erasmus, that on which, if you apply, you study in 4 different countries. Yeah. If you want me to make a separate video on Erasmus, please write it up in the comments, and I'll make a video over that. But currently we'll discuss from the perspective of Germany. So here it is, the website of Erasmus. Just make sure you first find an opportunity according to your field of study, then click on apply. And then, if you do also go through the program guide. If you need any help, you can click on check the frequently asked question and all these things, but try to explore this platform as well. The third one is, like, these two are the most prominent one. First one is the DAD. The second one is Erasmus Plus. Erasmus Plus is for whole Europe, and multiple countries or multiple European countries fall under this program. The third one is Heinrich Ball Scholarship. So this is for a specific, you can say, study levels. But make sure, if you want to apply for this scholarship, you need to have a specific proficiency in German. I'll go through the link as well. But if you do not have a specific level of proficiency in German, or you don't want to have that much of specific proficiency, then this scholarship is not for you. But I'll post the link in the description as well. You need to check on the deadlines. You need to make sure that you have proficiency, and then you can go to the register and make your registration on the online portal. And afterwards, you can submit your application before the deadline. So this is the third scholarship. The fourth one is Heidelberg University Scholarship. So Heidelberg University provide a lot of scholarship for international students, and it is for approximately all level of you can say courses. It could be for masters or PhD and multiple other options. So you can explore this page as well. Even it even has scholarship for certain specific student. Let's say Amirana scholarship, and then a certain other stipend and scholarships. So try to explore this up as well. I'll post the link in the description. The fourth one is Hamburg Merit Scholarship, University Hamburg Merit Scholarship. I'll just go through this link. This is also for all degree levels, and but the important thing in this scholarship is that you have to yourself enrolled in this university, and when your second semester will complete, you will be able to apply for this scholarship. One of the most important eligibility criteria for this is that you have to pursue your degree, and at least 2 semesters should pass. So when you complete your second semester, like there are a lot of students who are studying for free in Germany, and if they want to apply further for scholarship, for example like stipend or some other thing, they can explore this option after completing their second semester in Germany. So that's all from the perspective of scholarship. Like whenever you are applying for scholarship, the first and the foremost important thing is how you make your CV. Make sure you make a very genuine CV instead of copying anyone's template. If some European countries or some European universities try to go for Europass CV as well, you can explore that. But if you are not making it in Europass, try to make your own template for CV and then apply using that template. The second thing is research proposal. If you are applying for a PhD degree, research proposal is one of the most important thing that shows what is the credibility of the research that you are going to carry. You can even share certain supervisors do also ask for research proposal, and you can get comments from these supervisors. For example, like if you contacted a supervisor and he said that okay, share me your research proposal, they can give you comments on that proposal. The third thing is statement of purpose. In certain Erasmus scholarships, statement of purpose serve as one of the most important document, because here you show that you have leading capability, you have communication skills, you have certain other things, such as your intention and motivation to fulfill your studies. So your statement of purpose is also one of the most important document that you have to align according to your CV and research proposal. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. But first and the last advice that I would give, that give your 100%, never give up. You will get a scholarship very soon. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.